On this pool, I could hear myself in there, but I kept turning it down. I turned it to the point where I could almost hear it.
Good morning and welcome to Sheehan Fritz Park for the World Wheelchair Rugby 2022 European Qualification Tournament. And we have the third place in Pool A, Spain, playing against fourth place from Pool B, Sweden, this morning. I'm joined here by co-commentator Dave Mengen from the United States. Dave, how do you see this one playing out?
This is an interesting match. Spain has played some really good games, but hasn't come out on top in all of them, obviously, since they're here. Sweden, on the other hand, they played really well in the game that I saw them play, but I don't know that they stand up against Spain. It'll be interesting to see how that comes together.
Yep, I think it's going to be interesting to see. As you said, Spain have had some really close games. They've been competitive every time, but Sweden are old heads. You know, you've got a vast difference in experience between these two sides.
Spain being a much newer team.
Yeah.
So what do we say? 5 years they've been playing
5 years.
Internationally?
Yeah, which is nothing. Yes. Sweden, by comparison, started in 1993. So referee Alicia Pavlik from Poland gets ready to start this game, and it's Navarro for Spain gets the tip off. Sweden will have the possession arrow, and the young 18-year-old Unai Gonzalvo, the three-point player for Spain. He looks a real prospect, don't you think?
Yeah, he's got a good career coming ahead of him. Escalon takes that one across. First try to Spain.
Hildebrand finds Lars Varnerud. He's a 1.5 playing in an attacking chair, which is sometimes unusual.
Amelia gets that try for Sweden, tying us up here early on.
Pressure coming on from Sweden, but a good outlet pass finds Quiles. So Gonzalvo was a basketball player before he came to rugby.
I think I can see that in his chair skills. It's Escalon again. He's had a good tournament.
He has, yeah. He scored 17 tries in their first game against Austria. Looks like we've had a contact before the whistle warning against the Swedes. So if they transgress again, it'll either be a turnover or they'll find someone in the bin.
It's actually the earliest contact before the whistle I've seen. Most of them have come really late and have been just a big hit, so it was obvious that was going to get a call.
Yep.
But now we know how the refs are going to call it. It's a little more touchy of a contact than I've seen called before.
Yes, same with the games that I've been watching.
They're setting the tone.
Yep,
that's
good.
why you get a warning there, right? So that you can see, because that's a totally subjective call. The referees are going to call it differently in different ways, depending on who they are and what game it is.
Yes, and how much of a disadvantage that creates.
Yes.
And the level of intent that's behind it, which is it's not always easy to judge. Oh, that's a great pass from Gonzalvo to Escalon.
Thread the needle there.
Really did.
Hildebrand will inbound there. He's had a pretty solid inbound.
Yes, he has.
I thought he was going to get intercepted as soon as they said that.
Commentators curse. Well, that's a great ball from Lilia to Norbacher.
Escalon ducks under the pile. He's a pass up over half. Ooh, that was close right there at the line, eh?
But good skills from Quiles, and Gonzalvo crosses for his first try. Oh, Gonzalvo gets in. Wow, great steal from the young man. Just 18 years of age.
In the right place at the right time.
Yeah. And you were saying Hildebrand's inbound was solid. They give it to Varnerud and get a turnover. And timeout called after that pressure from Spain. Lilia gathered the loose ball and called the timeout, their first of 4. Referee Ewelina Kaminska, also from Poland, reports it to the table, and the scorekeeper duly notes it. So, 5-3, an early lead for Spain.
It's so hard to tell this early in the game, right? A lot of times you can tell what's really going on when you see how many timeouts somebody has left. When one team uses up timeouts, the reason it's close is because they're able to save themselves from turnovers by using those timeouts. When they run out of timeouts, then things start getting out of control.
Yeah.
But it's too early to tell that kind of thing.
But a solid start from Spain. And again, they're putting a lot of pressure on Lilia, forcing him back towards his own try line. He looks for the overhead pass, and Hildebrand is there. And the one-pointer takes it over halfway.
He thought about taking that by himself.
Yeah, he needs help now.
Now he's against the line.
Brilliant play by Norbacker there.
Well done.
Just about to be driven over to over the sideline, and he had the presence of mind there to call a timeout.
It's interesting watching the expression of Hildebrand there as he realizes that he needs to get it out of his lap, and then he starts to realize he's going to get pushed out of bounds. What do I do here? And then it got popped out, so he didn't even have control at that point.
So there was less than 15 seconds on the possession clock when they called that timeout, but it gets reset to 15. So they've got a reasonable amount of time in which to score, and it looks like Hildebrand's opting to be the inbounder again.
Spain applying the pressure right away.
Yeah, they were on them as straight as Sweden came off their bench. The referees have swapped positions now, as they do after every timeout.
Lilia waiting for that pass. Gonzalo will not let him out.
We've got all 8 players in a very tight space here, but Norbacker breaks free. Tries to get in at the corner. Yes, says Alicia Pavlik. Try is good. Now it's Sweden's turn to apply the pressure, but Navarro is the one who comes away with it.
Taking it slow, letting this team get back to transition to defense. He's following Hildebrand up, but I think he's trouble right at that line.
Varnerud not able to take the pass, another turnover, and this time it's Escalán who benefits.
So far things going Spain's way.
Spain looking to make some changes already, though. Which is, find that surprising. You know, you've got a team here that's.
That'll be equipment.
Yeah, you've got a team that's made a couple of turnovers already, and they're looking to change the lineup.
Absolutely. Maybe the coach sees something we don't.
Yeah. And he's a very experienced coach. Used to be head coach at Toulouse in France. So the substitutes are invited onto the court. On comes Tihan, Suberon, and can't quite make out the number on the player. Could be number 14. I think it's Gonzalez. Yeah, looks like a 14.
This is a line Spain ran a lot in other games.
Varnerud's not able to gather it again.
Have confidence.
Yeah.
Rebounding. Shot clock down to 30.
Varnerud bringing it away. Nice pass out to Lilia. And he'll take it in. Cuts the deficit to 2. And Juan Tihan known to his teammates as Johnny. Gets a lovely pass to Suberon. He's forced to turn away from the try line. Hildebrand tries to get an arm in there, with no joy. Back to Tihan. 15 seconds on the possession clock remaining, and Gonzalez makes sure there's a gap at the corner for Tihan to get in.
He's very quick. He's had a little trouble with, obviously with one hand. He's got to get that ball slowed down so that he can then corral it.
Yeah.
And sometimes at the line he has trouble reeling it in and having control of it as it crosses the line.
Really that's a loose ball. Good Spanish defense there. Tihan and Gonzalez hitting Norbacker and preventing the Swede from gathering the ball. So with a 3-try lead already, Spain with the chance to extend that lead. Sweden making some changes now. On come Fredriksson and the veteran Roger Lindberg. And Lilia and Hildebrand depart.
That's Obregon who's inbounding.
Yes, it is number 13, not 14, isn't it?
We both saw it. Suberon throws it up ahead. No, he doesn't. He changed his mind.
But it gets to Obregon eventually. And the 1-point player takes it in. So Spain,
9-5.
Yep, Spain up by 4, and the bench is getting behind the team, exhorting them on to greater efforts as Norbacker seeks to reduce that deficit. And he's stopped by Suberon. Oh, got that bounce in just in time. He's trying to push away the attentions of Suberon and finds a gap. Great play.
He had Lindberg in the corner there early and wasn't looking up for it. Would have been an easy try, but they get their try on the board. That's what matters.
Tihan double teamed at the moment. Referees step in for a closer look.
Able to pull that one in. Very nice.
Yeah, he's been very effective for Spain in the pool games. Played a lot of each match.
Number 15, Spain, 10-6.
Fredrik Jonsson, his first time on the ball. Pops it ahead of Norbacker. That's good to see. A nice pass in front of the players so he can glide onto it. And that's Norbacker's 5th try.
Yeah, Norbacker is definitely the one on this offense. And he's the guy who's going to handle the ball most.
Oh, great. You called it earlier.
That's what I was talking about, right?
Absolutely.
But he does a good job of taking that pass and getting it into a position that he can then pull it in on the second time.
Yeah.
And that time he had to dribble to do it, but oftentimes you'll see him swat it down out of the air from movement to just kind of floating above him so he could pull it in.
Good wheels from Fredrik Jonsson there, but Tihan cuts off his progress. Jonsson now looking for help. It comes in the form of Lindberg. There's some Spanish hands.
And hit the face.
Referee Kaminska telling the players to watch their hands there. That's good game management by the referees. So it's still Swedish ball and Vanerud to take the inbound.
It was funny to watch Jonsson look up at the ref like, you're not going to call that?
Oh, hand in from Tihan, and he gets the bouncing ball. Great turn of, but the pass is just a tad too long. And it goes out, so it'll be Swedish ball, but Vanerud trapped on the sideline here by Obregon. Will opt to be the inbounder. And the double whistle from the referee signals that she's indicating who will inbound the ball.
constantly amazed at the sense of desperation that a team feels is when they get a turnover. And then they feel like they have to do something really quickly.
Yeah.
And in a situation like that, he had 40 seconds to get to the try line. Now, I don't think that was a bad situation. He could have made that pass, but I think that false sense of desperation has him making a pass maybe without thinking about it as much as he might have.
Yep. So equipment call by Sweden, and that will result in Spain getting a new 40 seconds on the possession clock, because Sweden have interrupted Spain's possession.
Got a little hammer out there to finesse that accident.
So Navarro with the inbound for Spain finds Suberon. A 4-try advantage, looking to extend that. Norbacher tries to cut him off. Feehan grabs it in, and Obregon is the outlet pass.
Spain not really thinking about clock management. Usually in this situation with a minute 10, they're trying to run it down to 55 seconds.
Yeah.
In that ballpark. Every team has a different number.
Yes, they do. Yeah. We're just closing in on 1 minute remaining in this first quarter as Norbacher pulls one back for Sweden. 12-8 the score.
Possession arrow in favor of Sweden, so they'll get the ball back, assuming there are no held balls.
Obregon the inbounder on this occasion. Finds, the two low pointers combining, but what I've seen of Navarro, he's pretty confident on the ball.
Yeah, I always feel awkward calling a 1-5 a low because technically they are, but they're gotten a lot more involved in the offense.
Yes. Yeah. A low mid and a low mid-pointer is too much of a mouthful.
Right.
Feehan, the three-point player, has a clear run to the line, and there we do see a bit of clock management.
He did slow down.
Yeah. 26 seconds Sweden have in which to respond before the buzzer goes for the end of the first quarter.
Here it comes.
Well, wow. Good pass to Lindberg.
That was hot.
Yeah, there was some pace on that one.
You have to have some confidence in the guy catching it to know that he can make that catch.
You do, yeah. Johnson trying to secure the corner, but Norbacher decides to go the other way. Oh, but a great pass in to Lindberg, and Varnerud forces his teammate over the line just in time.
Wow.
Oh,
well done.
Yeah, great play with seconds left.
First half is gone, and now it's
He's on that fringe of getting out and in.
Yes, always a danger.
Rocking his own chair, yeah.
And that out and in's not a call you hear very often.
I saw 3 of them yesterday.
Did you? Yeah.
2 over there and 1 over here. But yeah, you're right. It's not something you see too often because most of the time people have momentum when they're crossing.
So, end of the first quarter, Spain up by 4, 13-9. What have Sweden got to do to pull this back?
Well, obviously to get back, they got to create turnovers, but and trying to instill confidence in his players. Confidence breeds success.
Yes. This is Danny's first international appointment. He has previously worked with the GB talent squad, so he's got a reasonable amount of coaching experience behind him. But back to the game now, start of the second quarter, and Lindberg with the inbound. Doesn't find Varnerud. It's still Swedish ball, but it will be deep in their own half.
I think that's a perfect example of an opportunity squandered as opposed to a defensive play. It's just not a great pass. I mean, the defender was there, he was in the right place, but the pass didn't get to the intended recipient.
Lindberg, a 50-year-old Swedish player, manages to find Jonsson. He rides the challenge of Tihan, but now he's faced with Navarro, and Sweden are still deep in their own half. They've got to get over it with half in 12 seconds. They're not going to do it. So timeout called by Lindberg.
And at the shot clock, he got a couple extra seconds. Oh no, they had an earlier inbound, so
they did.
It's not 15
yeah.
minutes.
No. Plus, and a lot of people don't appreciate this, but the referee's 12-second count doesn't actually start until full possession is gained.
Right.
So if it's a clean catch, then yeah, 28 on the clock, you can go by. But if the ball bounces around for a couple of seconds, everybody's shouting 12 seconds when the clock hits 28, but the referee's count didn't start until a couple of seconds later. And that's the crucial thing.
And it is the referee's count. The referees won't look up at the clock.
No.
That's not how it works. So they can be different.
Interception again from Navarro, and Spain seeming to pick off the Swedish passes time and time again. Foul called by Evelina Kaminska, and it will be Andreas Lilia who finds himself in the penalty box.
I think Sweden's getting a little frustrated at this point that they're having trouble getting across half and getting to the try line.
Been a lot of intercepted passes.
Well, and a foul like that, that's just trying to get that possession back. Right, they're trying to create a turnover so they can get back in this game. It's not a crazy deficit. There's still an opportunity to get back into it.
Yep, we've seen 4 and 5 try deficits swing back the other way. Yeah, during this tournament so far. Tihan crosses. There's a trap by Quiles on the penalty box. And Coach Danny Daoud, I believe, has called a coach's timeout.
Surprised they didn't call contact before the whistle when he came bashing in there.
I thought exactly the same.
Especially as the contact that we did see called was not so significant. This is the way to
yes, but it's not always the amount of power that goes into that contact. You know, the slightest touch can just be if you trap somebody and stop them from getting where they need.
It's about gaining the advantage. Right?
Absolutely.
That's why the rules.
And Lilia wasn't able to get past Quiles in that situation, so yeah, perhaps contact didn't need to be called. But yeah, because of the size of the hit, you thought, ooh, that
I
could
don't know
be.
if you know this, but we don't use that rule in the United States.
I'd heard that. Yeah.
It's actually it's interesting. And funny enough, I never would have expected the high pointers like Chuck Wilkie, for example, to be behind making a change like that. Because you feel that might be to the advantage of low point players, but
yes,
I think it's to everybody's advantage. It's fun to play without it.
Yeah. When Wheelchair Rugby 5 started in GB, they didn't have contact before the whistle, and Norbacker crosses there for Sweden to cut the deficit.
That's the kind of thing they need. They need to get that ball out of the pile, get it into the hands of Norbacker.
And now we do see Gonzalez into the fray. Spain taking the opportunity of the coach's timeout to bring on Gonzalez. And Suberon takes it across the line. So Lilia bringing it away.
Lili's got help on the far side.
He doesn't need it.
And we've got a table problem.
Yep. Benjamin Weiss, the games commissioner from Germany, calls the referee to the table. Yeah. Meanwhile,
here's the chess match right here between the whistles, right? Sugaran trying to get in position.
well, we still have
Oh, the
power.
shot clock's not on.
Ah,
I think they were trying to fix it. Yesterday they had a shot clock problem where they changed the batteries in the remote and everything like that.
yes. That happened on court 2 as well.
It's back. It
Yeah.
is. I think that's what it is. It's
Yes.
still popping.
Well, while you were saying that, I was looking up at the main scoreboard to check that he still had that on. Sometimes, yeah, there's problems with the timing equipment.
It's a minor technical difficulty. Again, I lost my laptop, which meant audio went completely. It was unplugged. I don't know how that happened. And a shot clock just that one time. But so whatever's going on here, it's significant enough that they felt it was important to send the teams back to their benches.
Yes. So, whilst we do have a 40 showing on the shot clocks, the referees are not making any movement to restart the game. So, still got that 4-try advantage to Spain after the first minute or so of the second quarter. The coaches on both teams taking the opportunity to get some more information into their players. The players are obviously able to take on more hydration and confectionery. Wheelchair rugby should be sponsored by sweet manufacturers.
Absolutely. I always have gummy bears or something on the bench, Swedish fish. It's interesting. I'm looking at the bench of Sweden. Barnerud has been playing quite a bit. He's cooling off over there, but by the fan. And not hearing what's going on in the huddle there. I don't know if he's not coming back in, or maybe the huddle should move closer to the fan. I'm sure all those guys are hot, even just a quarter and a half into this game.
Yes, I think. Am I right in saying all of the Swedish players are spinal injury players? Spain.
I'm not sure about Janssen.
Spain are more of a mixture across the squad. They've definitely got some CP players in there. And Demetrio Gonzalez picks up the inbound, returns it to Navarro. Lovely pass from him to Sugaran. But Sweden are able to get back and hold his progress momentarily.
His strength is definitely offense.
Yes.
He waited too long to make that decision. If he had gotten it across to Janssen, they'd have been able to do that a little easier.
Yes. Lindbergh came to his rescue in the end as Sugaran brings it away.
Got some help there from Gonzalez. A lot of time the picks away from the ball are totally not seen, even by players, let alone spectators.
Quite. Yeah. I'm always amazed at how hard players work off the board. Sometimes much harder than those on the board.
Worried about crossing half.
Oh no! he had a couple of opportunities to get over there, didn't he?
He was right to be worried about being stopped there.
Yep.
Right? Navarro was waiting to try and catch him at the line, but that might have been a confidence situation where he could have, even with that picker there, gotten far enough that he could have pushed through that picker.
Yeah, the fear of over and back is...
it's serious, right? You're already down. You don't want to turn it over.
No.
At this point, 5-6 try deficit. Not halfway through the second.
Yeah, starting to get quite a large hill to climb for the Swedish team.
Johnson's going to need another opportunity here to get across half.
Hildebrand now taking the ball. He tries to get it away to Lindberg, but it's intercepted by Keelers, and he finds Gonzalez down court.
You can make an argument either way, whether that was forced or unforced.
Yeah.
Because the defense was solid. But I felt like Lilia could have crossed half, but he was worried about that 12 clock, so he wanted to get it across.
Yeah, and in their desperation to get the ball back, Sweden commit an illegal use of hands offence. So Roger Lindberg finds himself in the penalty box, and Spain ring the changes. Gonzalez stays on. On comes Florado, the female player, and Unai Gonzalvo returns to the fray. And the inbounder is number 24. Christian Paez, and he sets up a trap on the penalty box, which is a bit of a wasted effort because I feel Lindberg's likely to be the inbounder anyway. So
yes, and make it a little easier to score this try, right? If we're on three.
Exactly.
But it doesn't look like they're having any trouble.
No. Gonzalez takes it to the line and crosses. Yeah, as predicted, Lindberg wants to be the inbounder. I mean, they do have a Hildebrand as an alternate option.
Yeah, this inbound has been solid all week.
It has. Good wheels by Lilia. And Lindberg just snatches it away from Gonzalvo. The youngster nearly getting there, but he can't stop the veteran.
Good hustle there by Gonzalvo.
So Ferrado with the inbound, finds the young man. Oh, Lorado just got that pass away to Gonzalez. So we have Gonzalez and Gonzalvo on the court for Spain, so hopefully we won't trip over those two names too often. The two combined there.
I had a problem yesterday with Van der Laar and Van der Laan.
Yes, on the Dutch team.
Yeah. Tongue-tied.
Easily done. Hildebrand with the ball, looking to get it back to Lindberg. Nice pass to Lilia. Again, they're getting near the 12 seconds. Yeah, and that's their fourth timeout, so none remaining. Expect to see a clenched fist signal from the table to the referee, and there it is. Yeah, and the referees communicate the very same thing. Swedish players have returned to their bench. Spain haven't bothered. They'll look to get amongst the Swedish team as they come off the bench, I suspect, and keep them away from the inbound.
As soon as that buzzer goes, you see them attack, trying to give themselves an advantage on the inbound.
That buzzer signifies 10 seconds to go, so really they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Agreed. But no one is complaining.
No.
Sometimes that's all it takes is to say, hey, the official.
Yeah.
We're at 10 seconds.
Great long ball from Lilia, and Lindberg crosses for his fourth. Florado to Gonzalvo. He's got the attentions of 3 Swedish players, but he's equal to it and gets it away to Gonzalez. He gets his bounce in and some help from Florado, but he's not taking it to the line. He's letting his players get into position. Paez with a trap on Hildebrand. Just running the clock before turning a 6-try lead into a 7-try lead.
Spain's starting to get into the clock management game as we get closer to the end of the first half. So I've heard teams start talking about clock management in a few minutes. It seems like it's so hard to control what's going to happen at the end at that point.
Yeah, good wheels from Lilia, outstripping Gonzalvo.
But Spain knows the clock is their friend. If they can drag everything out, it just makes it harder and harder to get out of this hole. Paez working his way to the line so he can inbound.
Dorado takes it, looks for some help, finds it in the form of Gonzalvo, and he combines with Gonzalez once more. And there we're seeing it again, Spain in no hurry to take the ball to the line. As we're under 2 minutes now.
At first I thought Gonzalez didn't think he was going to make that, but yeah, he purposely did not make it. He just wanted to get across half. Minute 53 left.
Sweden with no timeouts now, so the pressure coming on from Spain. But Jansson gets a good ball down to Hildebrand, but he's going to need some help now. Gonzalez is in there. Lindberg comes to the rescue.
It was a good play to get across half because they were running out of time again.
And it's Hildebrand to score his first try of the day.
Nice pass, good heads-up court awareness by Lilia. Gonzalez finds his way out.
And this time they take it in quickly. Maybe 1/16's their figure. Who knows?
He's also the inexperienced 18.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the exuberance of youth. Lilia hoping this isn't going to get to the sideline before he regathers it, and he's successful in that endeavour. He just manages to squeeze in at the corner despite the efforts of Gonzalvo.
Got a really lucky bounce there. When he lost that pass, unable to catch it, it just went down the line, but it wasn't going toward out of bounds, so he was able to corral it on the run.
Yeah, oh, nice pick there from Florado. Oh, the bounce just isn't going for Sweden. There was an opportunity to intercept that, but it just evaded Jansson.
Right over it.
Yeah.
Reached out for it. Well, when things are going well for you, those things seem to come together, right?
Absolutely. The rub of the green, as they say.
Both positive and negative in piles. Gonzalvo finding his way out from under the pile. Got Gonzalez up there, but Gonzalez can't seem to get away from Jansson.
And Spain that's their first time out that they've used today, which isn't bad, just shy of the end of the first half. They'll be pleased with that.
I feel like anytime you use a timeout to save a turnover, whether it's all 4 of them in the first quarter or all 4 in the last quarter, it's a well-used timeout.
Yeah. It's a get out of jail free card, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you can't take them to the next game, so you got to use them effectively.
Yes.
You have to use them for the wrong reason, and then you run out, and you can't have them when you need them.
So, Good work by Gonzalez, though, securing that corner for the young man to cross.
Absolutely set up there by Gonzalez, and I heard his tire pop.
Yeah, he needs an equipment call.
Nobody was on him. Just, stress pop.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Interesting contrast between the two coaches. Danny Dawood for Sweden sits there calm and collected. Nicolas Coste is far more animated and emotional.
And involved in what's going on the floor.
Yeah.
Because Danny's kind of observing, waiting for his opportunity to talk to these guys.
And I guess that also speaks to the difference in experience between the players on the court for both sides. Danny's very much an analyst as well in his approach. Lilia, oh yes, he's in right on the buzzer. Great timing by Lilia. That was his 7th try, and cuts the deficit to 25-19. 6 tries behind at the end of the first half. Thoughts on that first half performance, Dave?
Well, the scoreboard shows that Spain did a really excellent job, both that they're ready to retire. The developing players have learned enough from them. But you know, it's not just knowledge; it's also physical ability and skill, and just natural sports aptitude, right? Yeah. Look at Canadian players like Hickling and Wilsey, and as they go, right, they've had a lot of opportunity to train the players beneath them who are now taking over. Looking at Sweden, you know, there's only 7 guys over there. They don't have the depth.
They don't.
That you see.
It's a country with only 4 teams.
Right.
And players do look for opportunities to play in tournaments across Europe. But there isn't the depth that there is in terms of the number of teams in the States and in Canada.
There's certainly a situation of the haves and the have-nots when it comes to just sheer numbers. Right, in the United States we have between 40 and 45 teams every season. In Canada, in London, Ontario alone, one town, they have enough players to roster 3 solid teams. Most of the population of Canada is in Ontario, so that's not surprising, but just the playing opportunities to develop players is significant. I think it's a significant advantage.
It seems to be, and Sweden sadly don't seem to have had a conveyor belt of players ready to fill those gaps left by the departing players.
Maybe I know that in the United States that at least the more talented, especially people in wheelchairs tend to move toward warmer climates. And I wonder if maybe Sweden is not someplace you want to stay, or Finland or Norway, because of the temperatures and the snow and the ice as a quadriplegic. It has its challenges.
That's a good point. Also, those countries you've mentioned there, those are the 3 teams with the smallest number of players on their squads.
Small number of players, probably smaller populations.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't have any statistics on this, but it's possible they have a smaller number of, as a percentage, people who have spinal cord injuries. Maybe they are less averse, or they're more averse to risk that put people in that kind of situation. Or maybe it's about the healthcare system. I mean, there's so many possibilities that I don't
There are. But
there's a factor there that plays in. I just don't know what it is.
But we think there are at least 6, possibly 7 of the Swedish players are spinal cord injuries. Other countries seem to have attracted far more people with CP and
Limb
other
issues and all kinds of things.
Yeah. So maybe there's a recruitment opportunity for them. So Spain to get this second half underway. Gonzalez on the ball, and we do see Monra take the court at last. So the whole of the Spanish bench has played a part in this game now. Suberon, Gonzalez has secured a corner at this end for him, but Monras does a good job right from the word go. Gets Suberon in.
He got some good play time in the other game I saw Spain play.
Okay, it's the first time I've seen him.
That he's made it onto the floor, yeah. And maybe that was a lopsided contest. There were so many games this week.
Yes. Yeah. Lilia pulls it back for Sweden.
Don't see that many 10-team tournaments in the United States.
No.
Eight works out so well.
Yes.
As far as court time and rest.
Yeah. But this is a consequence of the combining of divisions B and C. And Monra gets on the score sheet. And so the A division that happened in Poland last June, only 6 teams came to that tournament. Austria and Ireland deciding not to compete as Spain pick up the loose pass.
So that was by decision.
Yes. So because of the restrictions that had been in Ireland and Austria too, they decided that they weren't coming to that tournament.
So you're telling me that Netherlands is the one team out of 6 that didn't qualify there, right? Did they play in that tournament?
Well, Netherlands didn't play in the B division, but they dropped down from A, which was in Paris in February this year.
So who was the 6th team that played against the 5 that qualified for Worlds? Don't remember? It's okay.
No, sorry.
I was trying to think of the 5 teams that qualified, and I couldn't think of Switzerland the other day.
Right.
Kicking myself.
Yeah. So Switzerland went from Division B up to Division A, and didn't come down. So it would have been Poland and the Netherlands that came down from Division A into this group. So yeah, it got very, very complicated, and
Sounds like
people at World Wheelchair Rugby were looking at what was the best solution.
loose ball.
Yep, and Sweden pick up a turnover. That's just what they need. Jonsson gets on the end of it, and that cuts the deficit back to 6.
That's the key, not just to get the turnover, but to turn it into a try.
Yeah. Yeah, how often do we see one turnover leading to another quick one? But that's
far too often.
Whoa.
So Spain coach looking here to call a coach's timeout.
Yeah.
He wants to stop the bleeding before it's out of control. Lilia patiently.
Yeah, twisting and turning.
His way. Spain pushing hard. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. He does not need to be in a hurry.
Oh, Gonzalez gets a hand in there. Maybe the coach won't use his timeout. I think he just said something to the bench there. It might have might well have been cancel that request.
Never mind.
So it's
He may
Monrat,
change it back if they do this try.
but I think they will. Oh,
He decided he still wants it.
he does, yes.
I don't think he liked what he saw on that offensive attack.
Yeah. And he's called the 4 players that are on court to him, so he isn't looking to make any changes by the looks of things. Nobody on the bench is moving towards the substitution box.
He's handling it very calmly.
He is.
Very interesting coach, very animated in a situation like this. But because he's trying to calm them down, right? He doesn't want them to see these turnovers turn into more turnovers.
Yeah.
Relax your head, protect the ball. You got 40 seconds. Trust your teammates. That's what I would be saying if I was him.
Wise words indeed. So Varnerud and Norbacker been sat on the Swedish bench for quite some considerable time now, and we haven't seen Martin Bretz make an appearance at all yet. But Danny has limited lineup options with only 7 players.
Norbacker has been such a huge piece of their offense and defense that I'm surprised he's out. And that turnover there again. Sort of forced, sort of unforced.
Yeah. So Spain with the chance to turn that lead into an 8-try advantage. Suberon on the ball. They come back out before driving back towards the Spanish key. They're repelled. First time that Suberon's great chair skills takes him to the line.
Trying to figure out what kind of play they were running there.
Yeah, it looked a bit chaotic initially.
Originally he was trying to draw the defense to one side, but I didn't see what happened.
And Lelia's not going to get the ball away before the 12 seconds elapses. Okay.
Great defensive pressure there by Monras.
Yes. Yeah. And Spain get the reward. So there was a 12-second violation called there, but Gonzalez was about to pick up the ball. I'd like to see the referees play advantage, keep the game flowing. You didn't need to call that. Let Gonzalez get the ball and then call the possession turnover. Rather than that would have been to Spain's advantage because you've got broken field play. But I'm a rugby union referee as well. So I play advantage all the time.
Monras again there creating a play by opening up that corner.
Lelia under immense pressure once again, looking for the long pass.
Oh, that was very close.
It was close, but the referee deemed it was only delayed the inevitable.
Spain really putting the screws on.
And a mass change, complete lineup change by the Spanish coach. Allowed to make the substitution as a consequence of the sideline. Hildebrand apologises for picking Navarro, who wants to be or Quiles, sorry, who takes the inbound. And Juan Tihan on the ball. Sweden key up.
It's interesting that Spain has chosen to put nicknames on the back of their jersey.
Yes. Nice touch. And he ghosts in at the corner.
I know that, especially in international play, people will slaughter your names. I've been slaughtering names all week.
You and me both. And Jonsson takes it to the line and
my name is a perfect example. I know when somebody calling me knows me because they can pronounce my name. Nope, you're a telemarketer. No, thank you. Gonzalvo. underneath the pile.
That's not a phrase I've heard, but I like that.
The pile?
Underneath the pile, yeah. I'll steal that. Thank you.
It's one of the 3 rules of defense is don't go under the pile. Because then you're always chasing them out from behind. You're never going to catch them.
Yeah. Lindbergh with the inbound. It runs loose.
Something I learned from Dave Wilson. Ewan having trouble there. Hanging onto the ball, though.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people who've learned a lot about rugby from Dave Wilsey.
Yeah. Well, they're only 2.5 hours away, so I get an opportunity once in a while to go over and practice with those guys. And you got maybe 7 Paralympians that you're training with.
Yeah.
You can't help but learn things. Strong defense there.
Yeah.
Not only does he keep that pass from happening, but he picks up the bounce. Keyless.
Well, next weekend I'm going to get the chance to see those Canadian guys in action in the Quad Nations in Cardiff. So really looking forward to that. Ideal preparation for those 4 teams, GB,
Absolutely.
France, Canada and Germany, just prior to the World Championships.
World Championships just a month away.
Yeah, in Vejle, Denmark.
Yeah, exactly a month, right? Doesn't it start on the 9th? Today's the 9th?
So, coach timeout, called by Danny Dawood.
And we will both be there commentating, all right?
We will. Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
me too. So, looks like there might be some changes made to the Swedish lineup. Looks like Brett's is going to make his first incursion into the game. As we see Norbacher return.
Spain waiting to attack. They're not letting off. 35-23 or score. 2:50 left. I have noticed sometimes during the game the clock and the scoreboard aren't keeping up.
Yeah. I've just spotted Stefan Jansson, the former Swedish captain, behind the goal line there. But, good wheels there by Norbacher. It's still Spain by 11 now. They've extended their lead that they had at the half. Norbacher chasing back, but Tihan takes the contact and now manages the clock.
He did a nice job of keeping his back to the defense so that they couldn't get in there and pop that ball out of his lap.
Oh, good work there by Norbacher.
This one's coming at his wheel. Wheel, you're able to pick it up.
He did well there, didn't he?
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing to the open space, you throw the back of a player. Chances of success.
Would have been nice if we could have had a third set of headphones here. We could have brought Stefan Jansson in. Yeah.
And Zalvo working his way across the line at just under 2 minutes left in the third.
Oh, Gonzalvo with an arm in. Yeah. Oh, good bounce by Tian. And once again, we see all the bounces going Spain's way.
Spain, with the luxury of time, is taking theirs right now.
90 seconds remaining in this quarter.
Shot clock down to 20. Salvo finally gets out.
Yeah. Nice work.
Took that corner away from the veteran Lindbergh. Oh, a dropped pass. Goes right in his hands. At this stage of the game, you can't afford to do that.
Oh, Brett doesn't try to gather the ball, tries to punt it to Norbacher, but it's now in the hands of Gonzalvo. Sweden putting some pressure on, but it's not sufficient to stop
You saw in
Spain.
his crystal ball that the ball, when it got to him, he was going to get punched out of bounds if he caught it. So he was trying to make a nice touch pass. It was a good idea.
Yeah. The plan was good. Sadly, the execution wasn't. 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
And he's been on the bench for 3 quarters, so he's not warmed up like these players. You know, when they start, they've been warming up for half an hour.
Yeah. And there we see some good game management by the Spain. You know, young Gonzalvo, only 18 years of age, but he's got the presence of mind to call for the timeout with just 30 seconds left.
I'm sure he was led to that decision too, though, right? His coach is over there while he's going in circles. Okay, at the 5 o'clock, think about this. And they'll do the same thing again, right? Stop it at 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Top
You're
down.
right on cue. Yeah, 2 seconds left on the possession clock, and he calls the timeout.
So we've got 1/6 of a second more than the shot clock, so Spain should be able to ensure themselves the final try if they can get across the line. That's always the thing, right? You have to score the try.
Yeah, you do. And the table officials have to be really accurate. They do score the try in getting those clocks not to start in the wrong order.
Crazy, they used 2 timeouts to make sure they got the last possession, but they left 11 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that was strange.
There's time here for them to score.
Easily. And they do so. Yep.
So they managed the clock appropriately right up until the time that they scored that try.
Yeah, they've just wasted 2 timeouts.
That's going to drive their coach crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think with the 39-26 lead.
The live stream. Ireland coming into the building over there. Ready for their game coming up.
Yep, they're playing Poland next. I think it's the Polish team that are all sat behind the end of the court there as well.
Yep, because the winner of this game plays the winner of their game.
Yes. So that buzzer signals the last few seconds of the break before the start of the final quarter. Spain leading it 39-26 as Sweden have the inbound. Lindberg gets it to Lilia. Referee Pavlik signals to the bench, the table officials, that she's happy with the arrow, which now shows for Spain as Norbacher scores his 10th try. Escalán returning to the court for Spain, finds Tihan. Nice pass there. And Tihan turns away, just running the clock.
Yeah, I think the use of Escalán, much less significantly in this game, is about keeping him fresh for the next one. Because he played key roles in all the other games that they played.
Another turnover, and Escalán's on hand to benefit from it. Turns away. Scores the try.
He's a good deuce, Escalán.
It's only from people in the States I've ever heard 2-pointers called deuces.
Oh, yeah.
Brett's on the end of this one, looking for some help. Comes in the form of Lindbergh.
I hear that all the time, so I don't even think about the fact that it's regional.
Yeah. Norbacker out round the outside, putting some pace on it, because the clock is certainly not Sweden's friend at the moment.
Quick inbound by Spain. Escalán ahead.
Great pass to Juan Tian. He sits on the try line just for the extra second or so. Good work by Lilia.
Brett's got him out of that situation. That was a
great pick.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's 42-29 with 6:20 left as Johnny says, "Get me a new wheel, please, guys."
All the flash and the pomp and circumstances around the high pointers, but the low pointers don't get enough love.
No, I agree with you there.
As a slow high pointer, I have absolute appreciation for low pointers because they make everything I do possible.
Yeah, good to see low point competitions starting to make a return. Over in the States in Birmingham, yeah, you had the World Games, and I think the only disability game or sport that was part of those World Games was low point wheelchair rugby.
There were some interesting sports there for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Tian gets it. Oh, great skills.
Well, and I think his disability came to his advantage, where he's used to when he tips a ball like that to himself, he was able to not only block that, but tipped it to himself, right in his lap.
Oh, the inbound straight to Escalán.
He saw that pass. He dove right in there. He was in the right place.
Great play.
You can watch the eyes of the inbounder and get turnovers like that sometimes. That's my favorite way to score. Like pick somebody's pocket and go right in.
And inches from the line, yeah. So.
Well, and you know you really caught that guy off guard if you're far from the line, but the inbounder doesn't even try to stop you from scoring that try.
Yeah, just looks to the heavens.
Right, he's more thinking about, whoa, how did I do that? Why did I do that?
Exactly.
How did that guy get there?
Well,
sometimes you get to hide behind somebody else. They don't see you because their eye line's blocked by a player, but sometimes you're just so focused on making a good pass that you don't see the defense.
Sometimes an advantage having a tall inbounder.
True.
And you see quite a few of the teams using their taller players to inbound.
Lilia with another try there.
Yep. His 11th.
45-30, Spain controlling this one.
And Monra on the ball finds Escalán.
He's looking for T1, but he couldn't get around Lilia. didn't need him, clearly.
No.
A little bit of trouble there. He's not even looking to push. He's trying to pass.
Oh, he gets a hand in again.
But it will be Sweden's ball. As G1 last to touch it. And 3 out of 4 coming off the court. Monros, the only Spanish player to stay.
Joined by Navarro, Florado, and Gonzalez. As the Swedish hammer is used to good effect once more. So 34 seconds on the possession clock. Lilia gets the ball. Also gets the attentions of 2 Spanish players before getting a good pass into Lindberg. Yes! Nicely done. Not been enough of that for Sweden in this game.
Something I see in Lilia, when he decides he's going to pass, he's given up. He's done pushing. He's focused on that pass. And I did that for a very long time. That's why it's so easy for me to see. I thought I heard a wheel. Give up some air, yeah. That'll be 9, Dorado.
Yep.
She's got equipment. And good not to call it before then, because her team was moving the ball forward, right?
Yep. And she had the ball as well.
Yep.
And, I've got to do my job, get the pass away, then I can call equipment once we've scored.
Give your team an opportunity to score. If they can't do that, then we can use this as our out. 47-31. My guess would have been that Spain would win this. I don't know that I would have thought it would be quite so lopsided.
No, I wasn't expecting this kind of margin. I was chatting to the French coach, sorry, the Spanish, the Spanish coach from France earlier, and he was telling me he felt that any team from Team A could beat from Pool A could beat all of the teams in Pool B. So he felt there was a real mismatch between the pool lineups.
Well, we'll find that out today for sure.
We will, yes. But so far he's correct.
Well, we do have a 3 seed and a 4 seed too, right?
Yep. And he's using a coach's timeout, his last.
Spain being the 3, and I think Spain is also trying to make a statement here. They feel like they played better than their record.
Yeah.
And they want people to see we're going to take 5th, and we're going to do it confidently, right? So that they belong in the conversation in that top 4.
Their first game on Tuesday night against Austria was an absolute humdinger, double overtime.
Oh, yeah.
And Spain just missed out on the victory. That had they got that victory, that could have that could have changed their games. They came back the following morning and put in a really good performance, having lost so closely. So they played Poland, at 10 o'clock on the Wednesday morning, and the coach did a great job in getting the team back up to beat Poland. Oh, nice steal there from Norbacker.
Poland, another team where they seemed like they didn't finish where I would think they would finish based on what I saw from them.
I was surprised. Yeah.
In some games they looked like they could take half the teams here, and other games.
Poland lost a lot of players after they qualified back for Division A in the tournament in Warsaw, and they lost the coach. The coach finished after that game. He's now coach of Austria. Poland beat Austria in the pool game. Yeah, well, I don't think he felt so, but
There are only so many elite coaching jobs.
Yes. And Benoit's had most of them.
At one point or another.
Yes. Norbacker showing great chair skills there before handing on to Lilia. Lindberg, not
Kevin
Lilia.
Orr's had some very good ones.
Yes. Yeah. I love watching Kevin Orr coach. This is her. Monrat finds himself being placed in the penalty box for illegal use of hands. When Kevin Orr's coaching, I watch him more than I watch their team. I like to play a game. Can I predict when he's going to call a coach's timeout before he calls it? I used to love watching Canada play US when Kevin and James Gumbert were the coaches. I never watched the game. I just watched the two coaches. That shows how sad I am.
Well, but that's a game where both teams have so much depth that they're constantly making lineup changes and doing things to manipulate the game any way they can.
Yeah, every time Kevin Orr made a lineup change, then James Gumbert would immediately be at the table changing his lineup. It was fascinating to watch.
It's a great rivalry, one of the great rivalries in sport. Canada, USA. Seen some amazing matches, some upset wins.
But for a long time, Canada had the evil eye over the United States.
It seems like they
turned around.
Came in and ruined the USA's day many times. London.
Yep.
Denmark.
Quite. Yeah.
Like the first couple wins by Australia were put into position by Canada beating the US so that they didn't play each other because they were in different pools.
That's right, because the US were always capable of beating Australia.
They were.
Yeah. But
they had always beaten them.
And Australia could always beat Canada. So you had this little triangle where if the three played in the tournament, they'd all come out with one win each.
It was a fun time.
So
and then Australia had that huge win in Rio.
That overtime win.
Kevin Orr, Japan.
Yep.
Winning Worlds. I was in Australia for that. I was doing some commentary. It was a great tournament, but that game, Australia-Japan at the end was just crazy. It felt very sloppy. There were so many turnovers. The defense was strong. And nobody anticipated it would be Japan, I don't think, at the time, other than Japan.
Yep, particularly in Australia's backyard.
In fact, they had already voted on all the positional awards by classification, and they changed that at the end based on the play of that game, because that game is a part of the tournament. You should factor it in.
Yeah, so we've got 2 minutes 40 remaining. Coach Danny Daoud is asking something of the game commissioner, and Benjamin Weiss calls referee 1, Alicia Pavlik, to the table.
Ikizaki won the MVP that tournament based on his play in the final.
In the final, wow.
I actually got to sit on that conversation. It was really interesting.
I'll bet.
Because I've never been involved at that kind of level, not international.
Right. Norbacker scores his 14th, which is a fair share of the 36 that Sweden have scored.
2:29 left in this game.
Paez, the low point player. Johnny tells him which side of he's going to come and take the ball. Lindberg gives him a good hit. Yeah. Gets the bounce. Ooh, that ball just missed the sideline next to us there.
If that hadn't been right in front of us, if I'd been looking down the court, I'd have thought that hit the line.
Yep.
Got a strap on the floor here. They're going to have to stop it. Somebody has an equipment problem.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be Lilia. Did his strap break? That's too short to go around his leg, right?
Yeah.
He's just going to play without? No, they're going to try and fix it.
Yes. possibly foot strap.
I think it's the knees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, higher up.
Yeah, having those knees strapped to the bars on the side actually save energy, right? As you turn, your legs move and move back and forth. They make it harder to make those turns.
Well, I was looking at it. It looked to me like he only had the one leg strapped.
He does right now only have one leg strapped. And I don't know if that was true before, but it's true now. Now maybe he has enough strength in that one leg to pinch the ball against the other one.
The electricity of the music and sound. So we are sorry for that, but now we're up and running.
Great long ball from young Gonzalvo there to find Tihan.
I'm not even sure that pass was to him. It might have been coming to the corner here for Obregon. And Tijuan just happened to be in the right place at the right time. I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure he would have put a pass with that much pace on it to a low point player. Yeah.
No, you're right. There was definitely some heat on it.
Norbacker hits it with his fist to get it over the half within the 12 seconds.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about passing it to himself over the top there.
Yeah.
So Spain will take over here with a minute 29 left. Likely only 3 possessions left here. And again, while this doesn't matter in the grand scheme of this game, it's an opportunity in a real-time situation for teams to practice clock management, last-second situations.
Yeah.
You don't get that many of those.
Tian scores, and I noticed watching the Spanish bench that Clarado, the female player on the roster, she's the most vocal of the two. She's always helping, shouting instructions, giving advice, help, particularly looking at clock management as well.
That's a key role on the bench,
it is,
right? Because when you're playing the game, a lot of times you're not looking at that shot clock, and you're not necessarily conscious of how long the other player has been holding the ball.
Yeah.
But if they can warn you, fire.
Yeah.
Helps a lot. Or 15 seconds. Now down to 40 on the game clock. 35 on the shot. So Spain with a timeout remaining can take this right down to the end.
Yes, and I think that's what they're most likely to do.
We'll see if they learned anything from the last situation. And now on the attack, Sweden decides.
Sweden have come out of the key, and timeout called. 10 seconds left on the possession clock, but
there's 15 on the game clock. That's really what they needed, because the shot clock would go to 15 if there were a shot clock.
Yeah.
So pressure on. On Norbacker.
So I guess we're not doing last try the winner.
Good wait there.
Yeah, that's good work. Yeah, 3.3 seconds left. Norbacker
just our final 53-37.
Great play by Spain. Tremendous play by a team only 5 years old. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've come a long way in a short time with the national program.
Yeah. Sweden, who at the start of the program had been hoping for one of those qualifying spots, they need some rebuilding. I think they knew that they've got to rebuild this team, having lost so many high quality players.
I think it's very telling when a team only has 7 players they can bring to a tournament. Whereas Spain clearly has the depth in their league to be able to come up with 12 players they thought would be useful at this tournament. Right? I'm sure there are more players in Sweden, but they didn't feel that they had 5 more players that really belonged to it.
Yeah, it's always a difficult decision to make. A cost comes into it as well.
Absolutely. Right? You pay per player to come to one of these tournaments. It's not a small amount of money.
No, definitely isn't. But that's the end of this first crossover match. Spain versus Sweden. So Spain will go into the 5th, 6th playoff game now. And Sweden will find themselves playing off the 7th and 8th. So thank you for tuning in and listening. This has been Simon Starr and Dave Mengen. We've enjoyed having your company, and we look forward to it again for the 12 o'clock game, Poland versus Ireland. Thanks for listening.
Come back and join us in a half an hour. This one's going to be a good game. Ireland and Poland.